Hey, this is Notser, and this is the Tier 8 Premium German Battleship Tirpitz. It has 8 main guns, 28 secondary guns, 72 AA guns, 8 torpedoes at top speed at 30.5 knots, total hull 69,300. For my modules, reduce crit chance on main battery, increase main battery accuracy, reduce flood and fire chance, faster rudder shift, and target acquisition. For my commander, situation awareness, faster turret traverse, superintendent, advanced firing training, and concealment. We are on the map Shatter, and don't look to spec into concealment as a battleship. Your first priority should be basic survivability, basic firing training, lower cooldown on damage control. All these are very useful for the battleship. This is my German cruiser commander, and that's why it has concealment. Shatter's a map where you basically spawn in range of the enemy, so you need to be careful. Don't show too much of your side. Enemy Fubuki is spotted headed towards the center of the map. The team is pinging it out. Yes, we must kill that enemy Fubuki. He pops his smoke too, so most likely we won't have a chance to kill him, and it looks like he's come to a complete stop just behind the island. I'm going to send out my aircraft. There's no aircraft carriers to worry about. Aircraft at this point is purely for scouting terrain. Maybe we'll find him trying to hide behind an island. You never know. Yeah, he's using the smoke. Allies are spotting for him. Good for you, Fubuki, okay? And I'm looking for a possible shot. Someone citadels me. Probably the battleship in the background. Enemy Mogami is stationary and broadside. So we're going to punish him. All guns ready to fire. We lead the target. And we get a citadel. Don't know how much damage we do, but it's probably in the realm of 8-9k. Do a quick check. Yeah, 50% of his life is gone. Okay, I'm satisfied. That's good. But of course, he's moving off, not firing, disappears. Instead, we're going to use our next gun cooldown on an enemy Tirpitz. The Tirpitz is showing his side. Why not, right? Now, he's not moving at full speed, obviously, so you can't lead him too much. That Pensacola is moving at full speed, and we get a citadel. One shell makes contact, we get a citadel. 14,000 points of damage. I'll take it. I would have liked to do more damage. Maybe more rounds actually land on the target, but I'll take a citadel. Now, I got a bunch of allies in front of me. Battleship, 2 destroyers, 2 cruisers. In this situation, you're just looking for a possible target that's showing their side. Now, this Iowa is rocking the rank 1 camouflage. And because I have earned this before, I know this camouflage, I'm going to never underestimate that particular Iowa. He is skilled enough to earn rank 1. He's skilled enough to understand angling. I need to be very careful. So I kind of get a little bit neutral. Definitely don't want to show too much of my side. Now, who should I fire on? I'm only going to use my front guns. Choose to fire on the enemy Tirpitz. He's lower health. You know, maybe I can land a shot here or there, but the dispersion really works against me. One shell makes contact. It ricochets violently away. The enemy Fubuki is still in front of us. The enemy Iowa fires, but I had pretty good angling there. I can make a little bit of a risky play by showing my side now that I know the Iowa has fired. And we want to use all 8 of our guns on the enemy Tirpitz. And it looks like he's either backing up or he's stationary. And oh no, did you catch that? Yep, enemy torpedoes. We have to angle for the torpedoes. I would really like not to hit them. Now, the Tirpitz really does excel at brawling. Anytime you can get close to the enemy, you should try and do that. No other battleship has torpedoes. But as long as there are destroyers on the map, you have to play very conservatively. That's usually why I try to eliminate destroyers first in my cruisers and destroyers. They're such a huge threat to battleships that it really limits your team's options. Now at this point, someone had made a break for it. They got through our eastern defense. They're headed straight for our base. I wanted to shore it up. Enemy Iowa is showing a lot of his side. Looks like he's going to the eastern side of the map. Same with us, to shore up his side of the map. I get one last shot on him, angled, moving away. We elevated the gun a little bit, and we got 7,600 points of damage. That's okay. The real prize is taking out this Mogami and the Hatsuharu. Now, I don't want to be too close. to the Hatsuharu, of course. But I will definitely help my team take out these ships if possible. This Mogami is possible, showing a lot of his side. And, I screwed up that shot. I fired assuming he would move north, and he was turning while I fired. Just, you hate it. You wish you could take it back. But I can't. So, of course I miss. I'm trying to move in, trying to help my teammates. They are in close proximity. He's going to give me another chance. He's showing a lot of his side again. And we fire at the waterline. This time, it looks a lot better. Not quite enough to kill him. And I was like, no! Someone's going to get the kill. Teammate got the kill. Point man got the kill. The Mogami sent out torpedoes, and it looks like he was able to kill the friendly destroyer as his last act. There is still the Hatsuharu, but it looked like he was pretty low. Tirpitz shows his side. We fight. Yeah, he's really low. Tirpitz shows his side. We fire. We lose the accuracy benefit, but it was so close. Half a second. Maybe we can land some shots. The base is safe. Yeah, we got 5. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm satisfied. The base is now safe. We can head back into the fight. There's an enemy Colorado. Peekaboo, I see you. Okay. Peekaboo, I see you is stuck on an island. He's pulled a Notser. Now, I have a couple friendly cruisers that have great angling. They should be able to take him out. We are spotted. We haven't fired for a while, so this tells me there's an enemy destroyer somewhere on the western flank. I really do believe he's still out there, maybe by that smoke, somewhere over there. I wouldn't know this without situation awareness. It really is mandatory on all ships. For aircraft carriers, I would not take it until you get survivability, though, just because you're constantly set ablaze, and being able to put that out quicker allows you to actually play the game, because as long as there's a fire on your deck, it's easier to see. Fires extend the detectability for the ship by 2 kilometers, I believe, and it also prevents you from sending or receiving aircraft. But yeah, situation, I would not know that there is a looming threat out there without it. I would maybe assume there is, but it's a lot nicer to know. Now, enemy Pensacola decides to fire. Enemy Tirpitz comes right back in. He's showing more of his side. We choose the Tirpitz over the Pensacola. And here are the torpedoes. Right on cue, we changed our direction, completely negated. Oh yeah, another Citadel on a Tirpitz. It feels so good to get a Citadel on a Tirpitz. 22,000 points of damage. That Fubuki, that's the guy that did it. Tell my team, looks like there's going to be a massive destroyer on destroyer encounter in the center of the map. I would love to see that, but we are still focused. Guns are ready to go. Hopefully we can kill the Tirpitz. Look like friendly battleship right next to me tried to fire on him, but missed. And I was joking with my friend, don't take the kill, I want the kill. We sustained a little bit of shots from the Iowa, but we have great angling. We only land 2, do 2k. Really would like to get this guy dead. As long as he's alive, it's making it more difficult. I use my damage control, I use my heal. It puts out a fire or incapacitation on a torpedo tube that would have normally happened. But now we are vulnerable to fires. And that Pensacola, of course, right? Come on, kill this guy. I want to follow it in. Yes, Tirpitz knocked out. Now, I could go after the Iowa. The Iowa would be an easier target to hit, but it would be more advantageous to take out a cruiser. He's showing a lot of his side. He's already sustained a huge shot from the friendly battleship. Friendly battleship definitely got a Citadel penetration. Now, I lead him, but maybe not as much as I needed to. We get 7k, which is satisfactory considering where those shots were going. But if I would have had a little bit better lead, maybe he would be dead. Guns are almost ready to go. The Fubuki is still engaged with the friendly destroyer. Can't believe it's been that long. We are really on fire now. 2 fires. We gotta take this guy out. Yes, we get a Citadel. We take him out. 15 seconds until I can put out this last fire. My crew has already put out 1 manually. And that's one thing I am missing. I would love survivability. I think survivability is a great trait to get. It's only one skill. It will definitely be chosen for my cruisers. I just got concealment for my German cruiser line. The enemy Iowa's firing. We're maintaining really good angling though. Heal is about up. Of course I'm going to use heal. Anytime you take that amount of fire, you can expect 1, maybe 2 full heals whenever they're available. We do lose a gun. We're only on 3 turrets instead of 4. And whenever I'm in a situation like that, I try to use that to my advantage. So the front 2 guns are at full strength. The back gun, I only got 1 back gun. So what I usually like to do, I usually like to go forward or sail away with the maximum guns allotted whenever I lose 1 or 2 turrets. Since it's a back turret, I'm going to start heading straight for this Iowa. There's not really a reason to risk the angle unless, of course, the Iowa is completely not paying attention. I think he was actually trying to go after someone on the side. I don't know why he would ignore a battleship like me. If he would just fire on me, he probably could eventually take me out. And yes, don't you love it? A giant battleship is hidden from view in the smoke. He makes a critical mistake, though, to me. He's showing a lot of his side. He's a little bit greedy. He wants to get that back gun. He does 7k, though. And that greed allows me to get 5k. Now, 5k isn't a lot. We had terrible dispersion. It looked like 2 of the 4 shots that made contact actually hit the superstructure. So he's showing a lot of his side. If we can get our guns back up, we can exploit this. I have Poimane on comms tell him, hey, let's sandwich this guy and take him out. There's only 2 remaining on the enemy team. I fire my guns. I get 4k. That was poorly executed, I would say. I was a little bit too interested in trying to land right on the guns to knock them out. Enemy Fubuki sends torpedoes. Thankfully, we have the perfect angle to just slide right by. The enemy Iowa fires all guns. Gets 4k. And he's trying to reorient his ship to prevent any more damage from me. And again, I'm trying to fire where it will slam into the superstructure of the ship, maybe take out one of its guns. But it's just not working out. The German dispersion is a factor. This ship wants to be close to the enemy. The Iowa obviously doesn't want me close. And we just need to confirm, yes, he has changed his targets. He is going to go after the friendly cruiser. And I'm just telling him, hey man, do everything you can to survive. I'm trying to be consistent on my damage. We're getting 5-6k, that's alright. Maybe switching to HE would be more effective. Oh, there's an enemy Kageto. It wasn't a Fubuki. The Fubuki was already killed. Interesting. The Iowa is so low though, and I'm like joking with my teammate, don't take the kill. I've got this. I'm about ready to go. Please don't fire. And of course I'm going to fire. I think he tries to fire too. Friendly in the background tries to fire. We get the kill on the Iowa. Now all that's left is the enemy Kageto. Poimane sacrifices his life for the good of the cause. And now I'm like, oh no. Can our aircraft scout him? If we can scout him. Yes, they can actually. Okay, he's behind the island. I'm going to send my torpedoes. When do I get to use German torpedoes, right? We send the torpedoes. He's going to show himself. And I have AP loaded, unfortunately. I fire the AP, of course. Misses. Dang it. I feel like he's going to send torpedoes. And someone really likes the Jolly Roger flag. I love it on my German ships. Red and black is so intimidating. For me, immediately I go to the Sith, the Empire, the red lightsaber, dark side. I love just experiencing a little bit of it. Now, we get to see one last sight of this enemy Kageto. He sends out torpedoes. We predicted it correctly. We get high caliber. And most likely, I'm never going to get another shot at this. He's just going to run to the edge of the map. He has no intention of dying. I have no way of catching him unless he comes to complete stop, which he's not. Let's be real. We're a giant battleship. He would love nothing more than to kill us with his torpedoes. And I need to keep that in mind. I cannot show too much of my side. I need to be in position where I can maneuver. And that's really what you have to protect yourself whenever you're going against a destroyer. A destroyer should never allow a battleship to catch them. And I thought I could fit myself past, just couldn't. We sustain enough to cause a flood. I have to use damage control. Oh, we see him one last time. HE's loaded. Can we get him? We see him, we fire. I think that was good. We land 3 of the 4 shells. Yeah, we did a lot, but he's so far out there, he chooses to use his smoke. It's over. Never gonna see him. Couple friendly ships just arriving at the enemy base. We're just gonna have to cap them out. There's 3 minutes left in the match. I would prefer that the game end than try and chase down a destroyer. We're all cruisers and battleships. Yeah, there's 4 battleships and 1 cruiser. We didn't lose a single battleship on our team. That's pretty crazy, actually. On the docket for the next couple of days, user replay. There are a ton of great candidates. I really appreciate everyone who takes the time to share their replay with us. Every single day this week, I've been trying to get a Mikhail Kutuzov game with the AP being the primary ammo type. So many tier 10 games. Still gonna try. I still want to have a game where I talk about that particular premium Soviet cruiser in detail. It doesn't feel as dominant as the Mogami to me. The Mogami feels like a more rounded ship because its HE and AP work very well, both hand in hand. Destroyers, you can light someone up and then you can swap to AP whenever they're showing great side. The only thing where I think the Mogami has a huge disadvantage is the AA. The AA is garbage compared to the Kutuzov. Kutuzov is just so dominant with AA. But everyone's starting to learn. Don't go near the Kutuzov. We are so close to the gearing. Any day now we will have it. And once I earn it, I will play, a couple games, give my thoughts on it. I will also, at some point in the next couple of days / weeks, we'll have a U.S. destroyer line overview, talk about the strengths of the line, the weaknesses, how you would play them, which one is a stinker. And hopefully I'll be able to do this for all Navy / class lines. I've had a lot of requests for my thoughts on all of these, how they stack up against each other. A default class overview just isn't enough now. The different lines are too different from each other. So you can look forward to that sort of content in the coming weeks and months. We got 3 kills, 4 citadels, dreadnought, high caliber, almost 700,000 credits earned, 2,332 base XP. Awesome. My friend did pretty good too. Look at all the people on the top of the leaderboard who are alive, right? Yeah. That's usually what happens whenever you win. We did around 135,000 points of damage. Okay. I could take that. I hope you all enjoyed seeing the Tirpitz on Shatter. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you next time.